Information and Culture Minister Alhaji Lai Mohammed on Monday raised the alarm that some foreign bodies were frustrating the anti-terror battle in the country. He alleged that some human rights groups, including Amnesty International and the International Criminal Court (ICC), were demoralizing the armed forces and other security agencies by constituting themselves into another fighting force. Mohammed warned these foreign organizations to desist from threatening Nigerian troops and putting national security in jeopardy. The minister, who spoke with reporters in Lagos on the state of the nation, highlighted government's efforts on security, anti-COVID battle, the economy, agriculture, the oil sector, infrastructure and power, and border drill. Mohammed said Nigeria is fending off attacks on many fronts, not just from terrorists and bandits, but also from the international organizations. He chided the criminal court ICC, which is accused of colluding to exacerbate the security challenges. The minister alleged that while security agencies continue to battle these bandits and terrorists, the ICC and Amnesty International have constituted themselves to another fighting force against Nigeria, constantly harassing security forces and threatening them with investigation and possible prosecution over alleged war crimes. Mohammed lamented that a section of the local media has been parroting these organizations without weighing the impact of their constant threats on the national security. He said the federal government frowns at this unbridled attempt to demoralize our security men and women as they confront the onslaught from bandits and terrorists. Nigeria did not join the ICC so it can become a pawn on the court's chessboard. It beggars belief to see that a nation that is fighting an existential war against bandits and terrorists is constantly being held down by an international body which it willingly joined. Noting that Nigeria is a sovereign state, Mohammed said the country will not surrender its sovereignty to any organization. He warned the ICC, Amnesty International and their cohorts to desist from threatening Nigerian troops and putting the national security in jeopardy. Mohammed stressed, enough is enough. It is sad that these organizations mostly rely on fake news and disinformation to reach their conclusions, as witnessed during the #EndSARS protest when CNN and otherwise respected global news network went to town with fake news of a massacre. As it turned out, it was a massacre without bodies. As you are aware, we called CNN out and also petitioned the network. Though they acknowledge receipt of our petition, we have yet to hear from them on what actions they intend to take to prevent a recurrence of the fake news they peddled around about Nigeria. I can assure you, gentlemen, that the matter is far from over. Mohammed said despite the antics of another fighting force against Nigeria, the country has made tremendous progress in tackling banditry and Boko Haram insurgency. He lamented that some jaundiced analysts and their lapdogs had sought to portray Nigeria as a failing state based on the security challenges. The minister said Nigeria is not and cannot be a failing or failed state. Of course, you remember that for the past 2 decades or so, some pseudo-analysts have been predicting the country's implosion. That has not happened. Hence, they have found a new tagline, failing or failed state. It's all a ruse aimed at depicting Nigeria as being in a constant state of anarchy, just so they can achieve their nefarious objectives for the country. Mohammed added if Nigeria was not a failing state, when a large slice of its territory equivalent to the size of Belgium was under the occupation of Boko Haram, which collected taxes, installed and deposed emirs, it is now that no territory is under the terrorists that Nigeria will be a failing state. If Nigeria was not a failed state, when bombs were raining on towns and cities in Kano, Kaduna Plateau, Borno, Yobe, FCT, and other states. Is it now that such bombings have stopped that Nigeria will be described as a failing state? If Nigeria was not a failing state in those years that Christians and Muslims worshippers had to be screened to even enter their places of worship, is it now that the siege of places of worship has ceased that Nigeria will be described as a failing state? The minister lauded the armed forces and other security agencies for their patriotism and commitment to the anti-terror war, highlighting the feat recorded by the troops. He said, "Thanks to our security agencies, we have just celebrated another Christmas and New Year without a rain of bombs. Few will remember that in 2010, 2011, 2012, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, attacks left hundreds dead or injured. What about the attack on the UN complex in Abuja in August 2011, the bombing of media houses in Abuja and Kaduna in April 2012, and the killing of about 40 students in Mubi, Adamawa State in October 2012? Have we forgotten that over 80 towns and villages were attacked and razed with casualties by Boko Haram in Borno State alone? Have we forgotten the constant attacks on military and security formations?" He added, "The federal government has sustained the fight against terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, and other criminal elements across the country, especially in the northeast and the northwest. The president has continued to provide all necessary platforms on land, air, and sea to support the fight against criminals and terrorists in the country, firing salvos at the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, for what it described as its lack of imagination and depth." The minister said its role as an opposition is restricted to bad mouthing. Mohammed said, "Let me also take this opportunity to condemn the constant infantile press release by the unserious, unimaginative, and drab opposition, which misconstrues opposition as constantly shooting down anything the government of the day does or bad-mouthing whatever Mr. President does or says. There is more opposition than predictable and bring it down at all costs media interventions. They mess up in government and they are messing up even in opposition. No lessons learned either way." Clap for yourself, Mr. Lai Mohammed. You try well. Now you are blaming international communities. Oh, you are talking about opposition, the PDP, bad-mouthing all the things that you have done. That was exactly what you were doing. Since you did not see good in other people and you want people to see good in the bad thing that is happening, no, it's not going to happen. It is constantly will be reminding us in 2011, 20 this and that. These people just change parties and they are doing. Do you know how many emirs that have gone down? They have taken down. Do you know how many emirs that they have taken down? And also, you are talking about bombing, but these people, do you know how many the rice farmers? You didn't mention them. In a broad daylight, they will slice people's throat, and you are telling us what is not. On New Year Day, New Year Eve, Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day, the kidnapping was going on. I beg you, make them go sit down. Now go just talk like a person. No, your defense it does not hold water. Your defense does not hold water. Let it be known to this man, Boko Haram changed tactics and they are using other means to operate. In former administration, we were concentrating on only the Boko Haram, but in your own case now, you have added bandits. Your policy and everything have included bandits that you negotiate with them, you forgive them. Is that not what you are doing? And you are telling us that if it is not a failed state, is it not that it's going to be a failed state? So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's know your thoughts on this. Thank you.